Bridget Bartlett here. So today I am going to show you how to integrate Dubb with HighLevel. So if you're unfamiliar with Dubb, we have actually been doing trading on this week, and tomorrow we will have the co-founder of Dubb join us for our weekly group coaching session. So if you're a member of our program, you can ask all the questions about Dubb that you wish. So what's cool about Dubb is you're able to send personalized videos like this. You see like the users or the receiver's name can be here in the content. And this is super, super helpful if you are sending welcome videos or you are for your program or your business, or if you are sending sales videos or even cold emails. All of that is super cool to send this. What's great about this is your recipient can click there, see the video here. You'll see that it is branded to you. Of course, these things are not there. I'm logged into Dubb, which is why that shows. But you're able to have all of your calls to action down here. And I love the ability to reply with a video. So if they are, confused about where to find things, or maybe they just have a testimonial or whatever they want to share, they can just simply click here to reply with a video, and they don't need to download anything extra. But I can also track all of the analytics, whether they've clicked a button down here or they watch the video, a certain percentage of the video. So there's lots of things that we can track based on this. And it's super cool because you can just shoot the video and it automatically creates the sales page for you. So if you wanted to create these personalized videos, you don't have to create a new page every single time you want to send someone the video. Okay. But let me X out of this here. And I want to show you the basic premise here. But before I do that, let me actually explain to you Dubb here. So if you go to, you'll see the link up here. This is my affiliate link. So if you use it, I will be forever grateful. But it's myvisionagency.com/Dubb. You'll see that you can create a free trial here. You can also create a free forever account. And you'll see the plans here. They do have a starter plan. If you decide to do the Pro or the Pro Plus plan, you can actually use promo code 50 off, which is 50OFF, and you will save 50%. Okay, so if you're interested in that, definitely check that out. If nothing else, definitely create the starter plan. It will replace Loom or any of those other video recorders that you have. Plus, you can get used to it. You can get your system set up, and then when you're ready to upgrade, you know that you have all of the right tools in place to help you do that. Okay. So, to help you understand how the integration works with HighLevel, okay, I just wanted to show you what I recommend the workflows to be. But of course, we all have different businesses, so you may have a totally different use case. But I just want to kind of show you the integrations and what I think would be the easiest way. And then you can decide from there what you want to do. Okay. So, you'll see here all of the campaigns and workflows that you have in your business. Of course, if you're watching this video, you're probably a HighLevel user, right? So we want to keep all of those campaigns and workflows in HighLevel. Okay. This is going to be what we're building our business on. We're building our websites, all of our automations, everything is going to be inside of HighLevel. But we need to do some video marketing, both for sales or even support for our current customers. So it's really cool that we can use Dubb for that reason. Now, there is the option to create workflows inside of Dubb, but what you want to think about is the actions that you want to take place based on video views or page views, okay, or buttons clicked or any of the Dubb assets, okay. You want to build those workflows inside of Dubb because it's going to basically make that a more seamless process. I'm also going to show you how you can use Zapier for some other things. I just want you to get a good idea of how the integration works. So again, you can choose your best processes. Okay. So inside of Dubb, once you create your account, you'll see if you go into the settings and you go to Marketplace, you'll see the HighLevel integration. It will say install. I've already installed mine. When you install it, you'll see that you have the option to choose the owner of the account and then also add a tag. So what tag, and I highly recommend this, what tag do you want to show when it imports a high level contact? Because it will, when you have a new contact created inside of high level, it will create that contact inside of Dubb. Okay. So we want to add a tag there so that we know where that contact came from. Okay. Now, once you've done that, every new contact that you receive inside of your high level account will be added to the contacts list inside of Dubb, but all the previous contacts will not. So what you want to do is you want to go into your contacts that you want to import into Dubb. You want to select all of those, and then you're going to click export. You're going to click this option here, and then it's going to allow you to export all of those contacts there. Now, when you export them and you have that file, you're going to go inside of Dubb and you're going to see in the CRM tab and contacts, you're going to click new contacts and you can actually import that list here. Okay. There's really not a lot of editing or anything that you need to do. It was a pretty seamless process. Now, you also could choose to sync your contacts with Google, Outlook, or even only use clean phone numbers. That's totally up to you how you want to structure that. I really prefer to leave kind of leave things clean. I want to know the contacts in here are contacts that should be in here, and then contacts in high level should be in high level, and then contacts in my Google Gmail, they should be in there, right? It just helps me keep things clean in that way. But again, we all have different businesses and you can choose how you want to structure that. Okay. So, when you have created or when you have added all of your contacts, you'll see if we have this video and we talked about how to create our calls to action and those preset pages, okay, which is this here. So, if I open this up, here, you'll see the video editing page. And if I wanted to share this, of course, this is by far the easiest way to integrate high level. You just simply click share, copy email, and then I can actually go into this account, select email, and then just paste. Okay. Now, of course, I can also do this inside of the automations. If I go to any automation, let's say this one here, when I get a new affiliate, maybe I want to send an email, and in the email, I want to have the video that I created that helps them, understand where everything is. I just simply need to make space, Control V to paste, and then you see my email there. Of course, you could test it there. All right. You could also do that in the email marketing templates if you want to. Just go ahead and create the template and then choose it here in the workflow. All right. So that's definitely the easiest way. You could build out really complex workflows if you want to, or just the single video. But just note that the video does need to be hosted inside of Dubb. So you can either upload a video, you can, screen record directly inside of Dubb. You can import from YouTube, but that is actually hosted on YouTube. So you would need to download the YouTube video and then upload it if you want to track all of the analytics. Okay. So, inside of the account here, I did want to show you as well. If you needed something more advanced that I'm getting ready to show you the workflow options, but if you need something more advanced that I don't talk about today, you can actually use Zapier. You want to connect your Dubb account, which is super easy. And you'll see if you make a Dubb the first step, you have the trigger options here. So upon submission inside of Dubb of a form, and remember, you can use your high level forms if you want to, or track a new track or a new contact. And then you would just connect that to lead connector. And then once you get that data, you can, of course, add a lead to a campaign, create a task, add the opportunities, and all of those things. If you decided the reverse, super easy again, you just want to choose lead connector as the first app. And you'll see when you choose lead connector as the trigger, that the trigger needs to be pipeline stage changed. Okay. It's important to note these triggers and these steps because that allows you to think about and plan your workflows according to what's actually possible instead of just what's in your brain, right? I used to do that a lot. And let me tell you, I had to redo a lot of things. Okay. So if lead connector is our first step in the workflow, obviously Dubb would need to be the second step. And you'll see that there are some different options here when Dubb is not the trigger. So it would be create or update a contact and then find contact. Okay. And of course, with Zapier, you can build all of this out however you wish. All right. Now, inside of Dubb, when you want to send campaigns, you need to make sure to connect an email sender. Okay. So you can do that. If you click up here, you'll see the options. Let's choose email and, of course, the owner here. And then you can choose do you want Gmail? If you did want a Gmail, it's super easy. You're really just logging into Gmail. But you could also, if you planned on using, you know, really maybe even cold emails, or you wanted to do like lots and lots of emails that you want to send here, you would probably want to get like Mailgun or SendGrid or something like that that's actually like an SMTP provider. Okay, you could also use any other one by choosing this option here. Okay, now if you do decide to use Gmail, you can see I connected my Gmail here. There are limitations to this. Okay, so you want to definitely keep that in mind, that with Gmail, it is 100 emails per day. And then it says 25 cents per minute. Okay. So if you want to also send text messages through Dubb, you can choose any of these options. You would just need to create accounts through this, just like the email, and then you would need to connect your account here. Okay. And that's why, if you're using HighLevel, that's why it's just easier if you can to use those automations inside of HighLevel because you already have all of those things set up. And most of us are using Lead Connector for the email and Lead Connector for the SMS, and we can't connect those there. So, again, it's really up to you. If you're already using the software, you may as well integrate it and then take advantage of all the features. Okay. So, that's how you want to connect your email sender to make sure that you are sending from your own email address, and then also the SMS to make sure you're sending from your own phone number. Okay. Now, the next thing that I wanted to tell you about is um, creating the email templates. Okay, so let's go back here and let's go to email here, automations, and let's go to email. Okay, so what we want to do is before we can even build our workflow, we need to build the emails that we're going to create. And that's typical for, even HighLevel. If you wanted to create really beautiful emails, you would need to go to the marketing section. Let me just show you that here. You would need to go to the marketing tab and you would need to go to email templates. And then you would create all of your email templates in your campaign, like email number 1, email number 2, email number 3. And then you would want to go into the automations. Let's say I'm just going to choose this one. And then you would choose the email step. So if I chose this one here, then I could choose from the drop down menu which template I want to use for this step in the workflow. Okay. So you basically, if you're used to using HighLevel, it's the same basic thought process. So you would want to create all of your different emails here in the email section. Okay. Now it's really simple to do. You just click there, and of course, you want to give this a title. So I'm just going to say test. You want to choose the email sender that you want to use. Of course, if you have many, you could choose that. The from name here, any reply to emails that you want to add. And then you can also use, and it tells you here to use this um, basically as a fallback. So it's first name. If you don't have the first name, it would be hi. And then check out this video. That's going to be the subject of the email that you're sending here. So keep that in mind. Then you're just going to choose the video that you want to send. So let's say that I want to send this video here. And then, of course, you have some advanced options. You can enable one-click unsubscribe, which we always want to make it super easy for our contacts to unsubscribe from our list because we certainly don't want them marking us as spam. And if they're unsubscribing, they obviously do not want to hear from us. And continuing to send to them actually hurts our email reputation. So we want to make sure to always make that easy to unsubscribe. So once you've created that, we're just going to click save and continue, and we can put our video header in here. So that's going to be like what shows up here. Okay. And it says here again that we can use this default. So I'm going to do like whatever those squiggly brackets are called, which is that's what I call them, squiggly brackets. So we're going to put that in there, and then you'll see I'm actually reading. I wish this stayed here, but it's going to be first name, first hyphen, and then we have this straight line here, and then hi, and then we have two squiggly brackets. Okay. I don't, you guys are probably laughing at me. I don't know what that's called. Okay. So we're going to say whatever that first name is. And you can see when we type that in that it says Bridget down here because that's me. So if I wanted the video header to say their first name and then I created this video just for you, dot, dot, dot. Okay. We could choose email, the simple editor or one of the templates that we've created before. You also have this like pre-built in here. This is a signature that you create when you set up your account. If you don't want that there, you can just remove that. You can type out whatever text that you want to. Now, I do recommend that when you're sending these videos, always put some text to let them know that there's a video here because sometimes depending on what email service provider that they're checking this email, it may not load the image always. And so we just want to let them know there's an image there so that they can turn that little thing on that says show images. Okay. So I would say, check out, check out this video to get started. Dot, dot, dot. And then, or maybe I could do some little, um, emoticons or something like that to say, okay, so I can't do that. Okay, so we'll just do um, dot, dot, dot. All right. So now you can see we're creating this email. We see the preview down here. So it's check out this video to get started. And then you'll see what the video will look like. And then, of course, I have my signature down here. And then it shows your business address and then unsubscribe. Okay. So we'll go ahead and save that draft. That's the template that we created there. So once you've created all of your templates, what you then want to do is go into workflows. Okay. Now I created one here, but let's go ahead and just create one from scratch. So we're going to give our workflow a name. I'm just going to call this test. And then we want to choose the trigger. Okay. So keep in mind, just like when I told you about Zapier, that we want to always be mindful of the triggers that are available. So the triggers that are available here inside of Dubb is contact stage changed. And you'll see that we have the like a pipeline and they call them deals here. So we can set all of that up just like we could inside of HighLevel. But these are all going to be triggers based on the actions in Dubb. Okay, so contact stage changed in Dubb, a call to actions clicked. And remember, like I described here, we're talking about these are all the actions that are going to take place on the pages and the videos. Okay. So if you are using like a YouTube video, it's not going to be able to track that. If you're using a HighLevel hosted video, it's not going to be able to track that. It needs to be a video that is actually hosted inside of Dubb. Okay. So we're going to choose our trigger, maybe email opened. Of course, that would need to be a Dubb email, deal stage change, tag added, video page viewed, video replied, video watched. All of these things are going to be really relevant. And most people are going to want to do tag added. Okay. I am a big tag person. So let's just create one with tag added. And then we're going to say includes any of, and then we're going to choose whatever tag that we want to say. So let's say that when we have a new HighLevel contact, remember when we did the import, we added that GHL import tag. So when they're coming from HighLevel, they're going to automatically have this tag because that's what we set it up when we were doing the integration right here. Okay, we said add the HighLevel tag. So now when we're working in these automations, we're saying when the tag is added, we want this step to take place. Okay, so this would be a new person, a new contact inside of GHL is now a new contact here, and they're automatically going to have this tag, which is going to be the trigger of whatever workflow that we build here. Okay, we can check the trigger tags at each step, and this would be really if they maybe we're removing tags and adding tags, and we want to make sure that at each step in our workflow that this tag is there. Okay, so again, it's really up to you and whatever your workflow strategy is. It's just important to know what that is. And then, of course, you can choose the time zone here. All right. So once we have created our trigger, we're going to do save and continue. And now we've created the trigger for this workflow. So, what do we want to happen when we have a new contact inside of HighLevel that becomes a new contact inside of Dubb? They're automatically tagged this. So, whatever we put here is what's going to happen anytime that happens. Okay. Anytime we get that new contact inside of HighLevel, that ends up in Dubb. Okay. Now we could add a tag here. We could use some if else conditional logic. We could create a deal, create a task. We could add a delay. We could send an internal notification to ourselves. We could also remove a tag. We could send an email or an SMS. And then we could also update the stage. Okay. So let's just choose some if else conditional logic just to make it a little complicated here. And then now we want to choose our trigger. Okay. So we're creating the if else branch. What is the trigger? So if the let's say if they replied to the video, okay, and if the reply includes any of, and let's choose the video, okay, so let's say this. So if they've replied to this specific video, and of course we could choose instant, but in this case, since it's like a video reply, maybe we want to wait and then have a timeout. So like if they reply within 2 days, okay, so if they don't reply and within 2 days, this is just going to time out and then it'll just kind of nothing will happen. Okay, so we're going to click submit. So here's the thing. Did they reply to the video within 2 days? Yes. So we're going to choose the action here. Maybe we want to send an email. So we could send this test email. And then we could also continue if this step fails. We could decide there if you want to continue, even if the step fails. Of course, you would check that. If not, uncheck it. Okay. So we're going to send an email there, that email template that we just created, if they reply within 2 days. If not, maybe there's another email that we want to send them. Okay. Now, I do know that the option to send this data to a webhook is coming very soon. And that's really going to open up all the possibilities of everything that we can do between Dubb and HighLevel. So I'm really, really excited about all of that. But maybe if they haven't here right now, if they have not submitted or watched the video at that point, maybe we want to send another email and just say, hey, I saw that you didn't watch the video, whatever. Did you have questions? Whatever we want to say at that point. Okay. Now, once we've built all of that out, we're going to click this, obviously continue. Do we want to only trigger this once? If it's a welcome sequence, we definitely would. If not, maybe we want that to be like an ongoing thing. Anytime that's added, we want to put them through that workflow. Obviously, if you want to turn this workflow on, pretty self-explanatory. You definitely want to check the service terms here for Dubb to make sure that you're not spamming. And really, you don't want to spam these types of videos anyway. You want to make sure that this is a really good target for you. Okay. So we're going to say no spam. I am going to turn this off because I don't actually want it to go on. And then we can go ahead and save. Okay. And that's all you need to do to build out that workflow. So let's recap the process that we've just created here. Okay. A new contact comes in to HighLevel immediately. Okay. As soon as it comes into HighLevel, immediately we are going and it's creating a contact inside of Dubb. Okay. Now, when it creates that contact inside of Dubb, it's immediately added this tag here. Okay. That tag is what's going to trigger this automation that we created. And then it's going to send that email. It's going to ask, did they reply? If they did, it'll send that email that we built. If they did not, it's going to notify a team member. Okay. So this is all done inside of Dubb when we are monitoring the videos. Okay. So even if you embed the video here, it's still, as long as you have added that video page, right? You did the embed, just like I showed you, then it's going to track and it's going to trigger all of the automations that you've built inside of Dubb. Okay. Super, super cool. All of the things that we can do. I'm so looking forward. You guys have probably started receiving, I know some of you have, receiving support videos and things like that using Dubb. So I'm really looking forward to your feedback. I think it's really going to increase the value that we can provide in our program. And remember, if you are interested in signing up for Dubb, let me get back to wherever that was. Okay, so I guess I closed it out. You can always go to myvisionagency.com/Dubb. Remember, if you do choose a paid plan, use that 50 off promo code to save 50%. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I look forward to working with you. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone, so I'll see you